Hola amigos inversores, how are you today? My name is Juan Estrella and I'm going to talk about First Solar. So let's get started. Okay guys, so let's start with the First Solar. It's an American manufacturer of solar panels. It gets its revenue from not only selling solar panels, but also doing an entire development or performing operating and maintenance mainly from the photovoltaic power plants. The main competitors we have Sungrow, Rising Energy, Canadian Solar, Trina Solars, and SunPower. Okay, so now let's start with the numbers. Currently we have a PE ratio of 43.56. The forward PE is 25.08. So the best case scenario could be 20 or less. For the price to book is also 1.79, and the best case scenario we could get as 1 or less. Now jumping into the price to sales, there is a different range. So it's currently between the price to sales 3.12 and the lowest case scenario should be the 2. As a kind reminder also, the best case scenario for the price to sales could be 1 or less. But yes, currently because we have a very high marker, well, we just need to just focus on the new realities. And by the time I'm just recording this video, it closed with the price to sales as 2.75. Now jumping to the total equity. So at least for the last reports that we had on the last quarter of 2020, it was $5.4 billion. So that means that they are having more assets than debts. Now for the next scenario, we have a current ratio. So yeah, actually they have a very enough money just to pay all the debts in case that they may have a very bad year. So currently for the last report we have a 3.83. So yeah, as you know, 2 or more it would be the best case scenario. Okay guys, so now let's jump into the evaluation for the same for this specific stock for the stock to growth, and right now they don't offer dividends. Perfect. Okay, so before to jump into the technical analysis, I just want to show you that for the last report that it was in October 27, 2020, it was actually much better than the investor expected, and it was an estimate that 87 cents per share. However, it was reported at $1.45 of earnings per share. So that means that it is surprised plus 67.63%. Also, if you want to compare the reports, the earnings per share from the same period in 2020 and also the same period but in the 2019, also you can just see that it was also a very good difference. Yeah, as you see in the 2019, the earnings per share it was at 20 cents. The earnings. However, in 2020, it was actually surprised the expectations, and now they have reported $1.46. So also this is another selling point that I also like for this kind of specific stocks. Okay guys, so now jumping into the technical analysis. Just before starting, usually I just give you what is the possibilities that this stock can be. But yes, as you see, there is actually a very high range. So yeah, I just want to let you know that at least for this specific stock is a growing stock, and for the people who wants to just play for very long term or they are very conservative, I just recommend you just to see if you want to just jump for these specific prices that for at least it is around the $92. But yes, for the people that are also very conservative, I just recommend you just to play between 30 and $35. Okay, as you see, this is the range in the green area. this is basically the green area. But also, if you want to just compare, the last time that it was in the green area was actually on the March 2020 when the start the pandemic. So yeah, also you can just compare if you really want to just wait too much. And actually, we don't know if it really will go to these specific prices. And now for the intrepid people that I just want to show you. So yeah, we have the first resistance that is in the $68.26. The next resistance we have a $79.97. The next one is 85.17. The next resistance that actually closed an average of 90.96. Now if we can just jump to the next resistance is 98.62. The next one is 107.58. The next resistance in the future that we can just reach is in the 112.36. Also, I just want to mention that for this specific stock, yeah, there is a very good opportunity, because actually, as you see, and we can just compare, it is still having a very good numbers. However, also as you realize, the price to sales that we were just comparing, it was a little bit high. Is around the 3 and 2. But yes, at least you can just see that earnings per share is still start to be always lowing, even though that is the people starting to just buy more stocks. Because yeah, there is. I just want to mention that sometimes, even though that we just see that is sometimes the forward PE are above the 20, or the price to sales are more than 1. But for these specific growing stocks, yeah, there is also a very good opportunity that we can just take advantage in the next future also, because many other governments, they are just changing the rules, and that's why many of these companies, they will have the opportunity to grow. But yes, at least the time and the next reports, we will see if this is a very good selling point. Now, if we can just also compare the performance for this specific stock, so at least you can also compare that. At least for the last week, it was a loss of 8.67. The last month it was minus 10.60. The last 3 months it was an earnings per share of 11.63%. The last 6 months it was plus 19.92%. And for the last year, it was an average of 79.80% of earnings. And this current year, it was a loss of 8.05%. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video, and see you on the next one. Bye.